Welcome to part 13, log files. So even though our application is complete, there still might be errors and we need to know how to find them whenever they arise. So say a user visits our website, our dashboard, clicks on a country and nothing happens, and say there's some error on the back end, or maybe there is an error whenever the update.py function is run during the daily task. We need to know when those errors happened and what code was executed, and then what was the traceback of that code. So this all gets written in a log file. There's also events that can get written in other log files, say as like what the user is clicking on, how many users, or when users log on to our website, and so forth. So one good thing about Python Anywhere is that all of these log files are already configured for us. All we have to do is click on the link to see them. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So there are 4 different log files. There's one for the daily task. Then for the application, there's an access log, so you get to see every user's request, like what they are clicking on, and so forth. You have the error log, which is probably the most important one. So if there's an error in your Python code, it'll go there. And then there's a server log, and that just writes whenever the site is reloaded. Okay, so let's go over to Python Anywhere. We're still in the tasks page. And then if you want to see the error log for the task, you actually click over here on actions, and you can see that that's where the error log will go once you click on that little button right there. So it just says this task has not been run yet. So if there is an error, the next time it runs, it'll go over there. To see the other logs of the application, well, we click over to the web tab, and then they're down here. You scroll down to the log files. So you can click on there's the access server or access error and server logs. So if we click over here, we can see the access log. We can see who is logging in, what is their IP address. It actually gives you some information about their browser and so forth. So that is the so that's what's so this is the access log over here. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to decipher what's happening, but you do get some information about what is getting clicked and so forth. All right, and then we have the error log. So so at first, before we reloaded the module, I didn't load Dash Bootstrap components because we hadn't installed it yet. So that's why there was an error there, but then we installed it. And then the server log has information on just the server itself. So when it is restarting, when it's reloading, and so forth like that. So yeah, some of this information is just a little bit difficult to understand. That one is not as important as the error or the access log, but now you know where to find them, and if there is an error, you can go back and look at them and then use that to help debug and then to ultimately fix the error. Okay, so that is log files.